chasing them, and they would want to set things straight.
Yeah, Mount Pleasant with a starting roster here that has a couple of changes from their last outing. Kevin Lane, the central defender from Guyana, and Kevon Isaacs in for Teje Anderson and regular captain Ladale Ritchie. But overall, a strong-looking starting lineup here for Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, very strong lineup. Ritchie has been out, came out the last game with an injury, but that didn't affect them. They still kept a clean sheet, and their players coming in, you expect to do the job. I think Coach Downs have got this team playing very, very well.
Yeah, they were beaten 2-0 by Harbourview in early July, but since then they've played undefeated, this Mount Pleasant team. 2-2 with Malines, then winning over Arnott and Portmore. There's the Waterhouse lineup. Nikolai Finlayson with the captain's armband. 17 years of Premier League football under his belt. Kenroy Howell, the man that we consider to be a key player for them in midfield. Colorado Murray, the former Tivoli man, also there. Damien Binns, who scored a double last time out.
Yeah, Binns, good strike from him, and he'll play a good role in this one.
21 season, and in a match that started in heavy rain, Harvey put some pressure on Nash in the Waterhouse goal early. He had to make 2 tries at grabbing onto that one. Waterhouse pressing forward. Here comes Beckford with a strike on goal, and on the near post, Nash makes the outstanding foot save. There's Beckford's effort again. Very, very good effort from Beckford. Only 1 goal so far this season from the 30-year-old. Rafiq Thomas sends Shaquille Bradford away here. Bradford, though, will come under some pressure from the 18-year-old Prince Christie, who shoves him off the ball and takes away a little bit of the advantage. And Howell trying to slide the ball through there to Bradford, but too straight. And Akil Clark in goal for Mount Pleasant tied his things up. Colorado Murray on the outside on the right will crack this one inside, a slight deflection, and Binns with a left-footed strike doesn't trouble the goalkeeper with his left-footed effort that goes wide. Campbell's cross finds Bradford again, but again doesn't beat the defense. There's a deflection and tamely into the arms of goalkeeper Clark. Green does really well here, but Beckford with a right-footed shot. He skies it. Campbell in a topsy-turvy match right across the area. Here's Rafiq Thomas, the 36-year-old, setting the ball across here. Powerful shot on goal, but in the end Clark is easy with the save. Binns with a fine strike from the set play, but Clark equal to the task with a dive to his right. And here is the Kenroy Howell goal, just sliced up into air behind the defense line. Played well by Denardo Thomas, and Howell makes no mistake. Andre Fletcher just running in to make sure the ball goes in, but it was already in, and Kenroy Howell claims the goal, his first of the season. The 28-year-old opens his account for the new season. Thomas with a shot on goal. A bit of a bobber there from Clark in goal, but he retrieved it well second time. LaTroy Leng with a strike. Again, Nash fails to hold one time. And in the closing minutes here, Mount Pleasant would give up another goal. Clark's kick out is poor. Andre Fletcher snatches onto the ball and makes him pay for it. Good alert work there by the 22-year-old, and his left-footed shot was unstoppable. Clark apologetic in goal for Mount Pleasant because he gave the ball away, and Fletcher made him pay. Third goal of the season for Andre Fletcher, leading scorer at the moment for Waterhouse. Howell and Fletcher making the difference. 2 late strikes in the second half, giving Waterhouse the victory by 2-0. So Waterhouse getting the result they needed from this fixture, putting them into a playoff spot. 12 attempts they had on goal, 6 of them on target. Mount Pleasant had 8 shots on goal, 4 on target. We had 24 fouls in this match, 15 of them committed by Mount Pleasant players. They equally shared 6 yellow cards, and there was a red card as well to Cardell Benbow. 2 corners forced by Mount Pleasant, 1 corner for Waterhouse. Both goalkeepers were forced to make 4 saves each. Waterhouse had more possession of the ball at 53%. And the graphic at the top, the statistic at the top, the all-important one, Waterhouse 2, Mount Pleasant 0. Waterhouse's first victory ever over Mount Pleasant in Premier League football. And Kenroy Howell, scorer of Waterhouse's first goal, man of the match.
Good performance from you today. Good goal too. So often we see those finish go over the top. Were you surprised to find yourself in so much space?
No, I wasn't surprised. I actually made the run, so I was just waiting for the ball to come to straight to my path, so I just finished it right there.
Were you a bit concerned when you saw the flag go up?
Yeah, a little. Yeah, I was really concerned.
But you're confident that you made the run was perfect?
Yes, very confident.
Well, congratulations on your team's win today. The first time you've beaten, your team has beaten Mount Pleasant in the league. So may your performance continue to be good for your team. All right?
Yeah,
all the best.
Yeah.
So Howell there with his first goal of the season. Coach, disappointing result. What is your take on your team's performance?
We were in the game for 70 minutes. We were in the game right up until we had the sending off, and then that proved a little bit too much for us to climb uphill from.
What was your take on that sending off?
I didn't see it. I have to wait to see the video.
In terms of the goal, it seems the first goal, that is. What's your take on it? It seemed like the flag went up, then the goal was allowed.
Again, I'd have to wait and look at the video for that. It seemed a strange decision that the linesman called the referee over to tell him it wasn't offside, to tell her it wasn't offside. I've never heard of that before. I don't know what happened. I'll have to wait and see. Do
you feel that Waterhouse really made it very difficult for your team, and the performance we saw from them today was really down to their tactics?
Well, I told you before the game that they would be a hard side to beat, and that proved to be the case.
Okay, well, tough luck. It's your first loss as a coach for Mount Pleasant. So may you have better luck next time.
Thank you.
Okay, so there we have it. Coach Downs experiencing his first loss in the Jamaican Premier League, powered by Digicel. Your first win over Mount Pleasant as a club, Waterhouse, in top flight football. What made a difference today?
I told you before earlier, I mean, statistic only encourage your win probability. And any given day, the team that apply themselves the best will get the better result.
Normally we see Waterhouse, they go forward with a lot of players, the balance not there. Do you feel you have the right balance and the blueprint to go forward in the leagues?
We have it, as displayed today in terms of how cohesive we were without the ball. Generally, we are excellent with the ball, and we tend to manipulate possession of the ball. But today was not one of those days. It was a tactical decision from our standpoint, and it worked out for us.
So you feel now you would have broken the jinx somewhat of giving up points from winning position in the league?
I would say that. The result speaks for itself.
So now you're in 5th position. You think it's about consolidating your position or pushing on for a top 2 finish? Or?
Yeah, pretty much pushing on. As I said to you, the objective at the beginning of the season is to be in the top 6. Whether we are 5th or we are 1st, we'll take that and then we move forward.
All right, well, congratulations on your first win over Mount Pleasant, and may your luck continue as you go forward in the competition.
Thank you very much, sir.
Damien Gordon there, the assistant coach of the Waterhouse team, celebrating their first Premier League victory over Mount Pleasant. 2-0, the scoreline. Fletcher and Howell. Kenroy Howell, the scores for Waterhouse. Earlier on, Cavalier defeated Mount Malines by 3-1. That Cavalier maintaining their dominance over Malines. They've never been beaten by Malines in Premier League football. In fact, they are 3-0 against Malines now in the 3 meetings they've had against them. The story pretty different, though, between Waterhouse and Mount Pleasant, because before today, Waterhouse had never beaten Mount Pleasant. Well, they beat them today. And in the end, a very satisfying result for Marcel Gale, the coach of Waterhouse, and his 2-time champions who were, they feel, denied a championship title last year when the tournament was aborted with Waterhouse at the top of the table. With today's results, Cavalier moving up to number 3 in the standings with their 12 points. And Waterhouse now moving into a top 6 playoff spot with their victory. They are now on 10 points in 5th place, Mount Pleasant in 4th position. And Vere United retaining their place at the top. They could have been challenged by Mount Pleasant if Mount Pleasant had won today, depending on the margin that they would have won by. But Vere are top of the table. They will have to fend off the Portmore, who are playing later on this weekend. as Portmore are sitting on their heels and have the opportunity to go top of the table. So Vere top, Portmore United second, Cavalier, Mount Pleasant, Waterhouse and Harbourview are the teams occupying the top 6 playoff spots at the moment. Arnett Gardens and Humberland at the moment, the bottom teams in the table. So an afternoon of certainly competitive football between Cavalier and Malines. That match ending 3-1 in Cavalier's favour. And in the second match of the afternoon, Mount Pleasant beaten for the first time in Premier League history by Waterhouse. Sunday and Monday, more Premier League football. The Jamaica Premier League powered by Digicel continuing. And that's the action. There was rain, there was sun, there were goals. And Cavalier and Waterhouse, the two teams celebrating on this Saturday afternoon.